The science of self-motivation, how to ignite your inner drive. Motivation is a powerful force that propels us toward our goals and dreams. It's the reason we wake up early to exercise, stay late at work to finish a project, or push ourselves to learn something new. Yet, motivation can be elusive. We often find ourselves stuck in cycles of procrastination, waiting for that spark of energy to move us forward. But what if we could understand and control motivation, making it a tool we can use whenever we need it? The good news is, self-motivation isn't just about willpower. It's a process we can master by tapping into scientific principles. 1. The neuroscience of motivation. At the core of motivation is brain chemistry, specifically the role of the neurotransmitter dopamine. Dopamine is often referred to as the feel-good chemical, but it's much more than that. It drives us to take action by creating a sense of anticipation for rewards. When we achieve something, big or small, our brain releases dopamine, giving us that satisfying hit that reinforces positive behavior. What's interesting is that dopamine is released not just when we succeed, but when we work toward success. This is why setting small, achievable goals is so effective. Each time we check something off our list, we get a surge of dopamine that keeps us motivated. The more we experience these small wins, the more we condition our brain to stay driven. Tip: try to create a habit of writing down daily to-dos that align with larger goals. As you accomplish each task, your brain will reward you, creating a cycle of positive reinforcement. 2. Intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation. There are two primary types of motivation: intrinsic and extrinsic. Understanding the difference between the two can help you find more sustainable ways to stay driven. Intrinsic motivation comes from within. It's driven by personal satisfaction, curiosity, or a genuine love for what you're doing. For instance, you might be intrinsically motivated to improve your skills because you enjoy the challenge, or you find the activity personally fulfilling. Extrinsic motivation comes from outside rewards, things like money, recognition, or fear of punishment. While extrinsic rewards can push you to meet deadlines or achieve short-term goals, they don't always last. Once the external reward is gone, the drive often fades. The key to long-term motivation is to find ways to internalize your goals. Ask yourself, what about this task resonates with me personally? How will this help me grow? By shifting your focus toward intrinsic motivators, you'll find it easier to stay committed, even when the external rewards aren't immediate. 3. Purpose, the ultimate motivator. People with a strong sense of purpose are often the most motivated. When you feel like your actions are connected to something larger than yourself, you gain a sense of fulfillment and drive that's hard to shake. Research shows that individuals who tie their work or personal efforts to a greater purpose tend to be more resilient, productive, and motivated. Whether your purpose is to improve your community, support your family, or contribute to a larger cause, having a clear reason for why you do what you do can give you a tremendous motivational boost. Take time to reflect on your values. What gets you excited to get out of bed in the morning? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? Finding purpose helps you weather difficult times and stay motivated in the long run. 4. Goal setting, the science of clarity. Having goals is essential, but how you set them can make a big difference in maintaining motivation. According to goal-setting theory, the most effective goals are specific. Vague goals like be more productive are hard to measure and track. Instead, aim for something specific like complete 3 major tasks today. Challenging but achievable. If a goal is too easy, you won't feel motivated. But if it's too difficult, you risk feeling overwhelmed. Find a balance by setting goals that push you without feeling impossible. Time-bound. Setting a deadline or time frame creates a sense of urgency and accountability, which boosts motivation. A useful technique is breaking larger, long-term goals into smaller, actionable steps. This not only makes the goal more approachable but also gives you the chance to experience regular progress. Each step closer adds to your motivation. 5. The role of habits in motivation. While motivation can fluctuate, habits keep us consistent. Habits are behaviors that become automatic with repetition, reducing the need for conscious effort. For example, if you build the habit of exercising every morning, eventually you won't need to rely on motivation to get out of bed and move. You'll do it automatically. The process of forming habits is explained through the cue routine reward loop. Every habit starts with a cue, a trigger, which leads to a routine, the action, followed by a reward, the positive feeling afterward. By consistently following this loop, you can train yourself to build productive habits that no longer require bursts of motivation. One way to jumpstart this process is by creating a system of small rewards for completing habits, like allowing yourself a break or indulging in something enjoyable after finishing a productive task. 6. Self-compassion, fuel for consistent progress. People often think they need to be hard on themselves to stay motivated. However, research shows that self-compassion, being kind to yourself in the face of failure, actually leads to greater motivation. When you beat yourself up for mistakes or setbacks, it drains your energy and decreases your drive. In contrast, self-compassion allows you to recover quickly and maintain a positive outlook. Self-compassion involves recognizing that mistakes are a natural part of life. Instead of feeling discouraged, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This mindset shift encourages growth and keeps you motivated to keep moving forward. 7. Tracking progress and celebrating wins. Tracking your progress is a powerful way to stay motivated. When you can see the distance you've covered, you gain a sense of accomplishment that fuels further effort. Whether it's writing down your achievements, using apps, or marking milestones, keeping a visible record of your progress keeps motivation alive. In addition, don't wait for the final goal to celebrate. Acknowledge the small wins along the way. Did you finish that chapter, hit a workout target, or meet a deadline? Take a moment to celebrate it. These small celebrations keep your momentum going and remind you that progress is happening, even if it's gradual. Conclusion: harnessing your inner drive. Motivation doesn't have to be fleeting. By understanding the science behind self-motivation, you can actively cultivate it. Whether it's harnessing the power of dopamine through small wins, aligning your goals with intrinsic values, finding purpose, or creating habits that carry you through, you have the tools to ignite your inner drive. And when motivation fades, practicing self-compassion and tracking progress can keep you moving toward your goals. With these strategies, you can fuel consistent action and live a more productive, purpose-driven life.